In this video, we're going to take a look at the keyboard and some of the controls over here. Throughout this whole series, we're going to talk a lot about the patch points, and we're going to start right away with this video. As I said in the last video, patching is just one of the things that makes the Matriarch really awesome. You can customize it to fit whatever idea you have. And so rather than having some big section at the end of this whole tutorial, we're going to be talking about the patch points as we go. So the keyboard, it's a 49 key FITAR keyboard. And I have to say that this keyboard just feels really high quality and awesome. The action is a synth action, but the keys have some weight to them. They're not plastic, and they feel really good. So because it's only 49 keys, you have some control over which octaves and where on an 88 key keyboard it's playing. And we can shift those up and down using these three controls. What you want to do is hold down the blue button and press the yellow one to go up, or hold down the blue button, press the green one to go down. You'll notice if I go up one, the yellow light will blink once. If I go up again to the highest range, you'll see the yellow light blink twice. As we go down, you'll see the blue light blink. And the same on the green side. And you, of course, can choose the octave range and the oscillators. We'll get more into that when we get into those modules. But this can go really low. I'm going to set it back into the middle. Over here we have a pitch bend, and this wheel is on a spring loaded, so that way when you release it, it goes back to center. In our mod wheel right here, adjust the amount of modulation that's coming from this module and going in. Now the keyboard also has some patch points in the back. In this section you have inputs for a sustain pedal and an expression pedal. And you can patch to the expression CV out and plug it in anywhere you want. There's also a jack for the mod wheel out, for the keyboard CV, which is the pitch of the keyboard coming out, the velocity sensitive keys, aftertouch, and the gate. So let's talk a little bit about those, especially velocity and aftertouch. The keyboard is velocity sensitive and does have aftertouch, but you'll notice that there's no change in sound no matter how hard I push a note. Well, this is where we can use our patch points in the back to choose what we want that velocity to impact. So if I plug into the keyboard velocity out and say plug into the envelope amount in, the harder I push the key, the more there'll be an envelope applied to the filter. We could also plug in aftertouch to say the cutoff amount and then control it after we push a key. If you push it down harder, it'll lift the cutoff amount. Likewise, you can also plug it into the mod wheel amount and control it through this. We'll talk more about these patching ideas, but you could send these into mults and attenuators and have them impact all sorts of things at the same time. It creates all these new expressive ways that you could configure your instrument. The last feature on the keyboard that I want to cover is the glide function. As we turn this up, it adjusts the slew or the slurring between two notes, going from the last note you played all the way to your new note. The knob adjusts the amount of time it takes to slew. So there you have it. That's how you use the keyboard and all of its features of the Matriarch and the patch points in the back for the keyboard section. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to use the arpeggiator and the sequencer, and we'll talk a little bit about those patch points as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.